What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
Family, it's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Fam, just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Drink. 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 Come on. Come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Come on, pour it. Move your body. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 What? Drink your water. Drink. my goodness, family. We have made it again. We are at the Daily Toast, and I want to remind you that you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, in the home of the stubborn minority, in a place where your muscle builds hustle. My fault, where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I am your host, Brother High Tim, and of course, you know this is a Heart of a Simple production. All day, every day. Well, we strive to blow up your old paradise. And family, we are toasting up. And I want to first off, let's do this. I want to give a round of applause to all of those babies born on Kujichagulia. That's me. I stand up. Coogee baby, stand up. This is our week. This is our time to shine. And also, family, of course, we want to remember those emoji babies. Because this is airing. We streaming on emoji, right? You know what I'm saying? So give it up for the emoji babies. All right, Anime, can I get some music, please? Oh, man, family. Once again, I want to thank you for joining us here on the Toast. And y'all see, I'm getting the Kwanzaa gear ready. For you. This shirt will be ready for y'all. This Kwanzaa family, you got to have at least 7 Kwanzaa shirts. If you got to get them, you might as well get them from Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Right? Check out our new site. The site is up. It's popping. You're going to start seeing links that's going to take you to our new site, to the new blog, because we still got the old blog. The old blog is still up. I'm still continuing every now and then to throw some stuff up there. I'm working on an article, self-development and anime. I know. Y'all like, what? Yep, I'm working on it. I'm thinking about it. But anyway, let's get to what y'all came here for. Now, I want to give the message because once again, I'm experimenting with new technology, so I want to make sure that I start off with the message. Now, this of course airs at 5:45 every Umoja. But on a weekly basis, we have shows that are popping off at 9 a.m. In the shows, we not only had a message, but we also had a proverb of the day for those of you who are doing the Nguzo Saba Challenge, those of you that are really trying to get into the bushes of our culture, get into the thick of it, right? I'm throwing out African proverbs, African-centered proverbs and quotes every day so that you can start working. You can grab your little Gye-Nyame Journey journal or any journal that you got. You can write down the proverb of the day. You can work on it, right? And in a week of reflection, or what I call our thing review, I'm sending that out with a folk tale of the day. So those people who are on the study program, they're listening to Kujichagulia this week, but they are reviewing all of the stuff that we covered last week in Umoja through the newsletter. The newsletter is basically an ebook. You understand what I'm saying? It's an e-course. Actually, because it has materials, old materials, it has new materials. You know what I'm saying? I listen, and you already know how I get. I'm going to expand to where I'm going to be like, I got to stop for a little while. You already know how I'm getting, but I want to let y'all know when I'm going to stop, right? But anyway, let's get it popping off. One of the things that I want to bring up, because Kujichagulia is about self-determination, right? And what we did here at Gye-Nyame Journey is we define our space and time, right? Culturally specific holidays. Sister Jackie dropped that shit on us, and we've been running with that ever since. Culturally, you know what I'm saying? Cultural stabilizing holidays. That shit was created by my sister Jackie, right? She threw that shit out there, and we've been running with that shit ever since. Time, right? We also have coined using the Nguzo Saba for the days of the week. We've been doing this shit for years, so other people gonna start it, but y'all know where, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, all right, say it with me, Gye-Nyame, right? Goddamn it, right? We laid it out, right? So part of Kujichagulia is defining ourselves for ourselves, right? Defining ourselves, defining our space and time as well. But also in that definition, I wanted people to understand, because as we start moving through this process, because I already went through the Nguzo Saba several times. Now I'm gonna have to start going through some of the other principles, because there's principles that line up with these days. And sometimes some of the stuff start getting confusing, because some of y'all be like, that don't really fit with Kujichagulia, because it might come from another principle. So in Kujichagulia, for example, with Kujichagulia, we have, of course, it's self-determination, but the modic principle that goes with it is justice. The color is indigo. This is why you got the dark blue Kujichagulia up over my head. Hold on, it should be over here, right? The dark blue Kujichagulia on my head, right? If you look at the colors for this week of the flyers, it's blue. If you looked at the flyers from the week before, which was Emoja, it was purple. If you look at it before, the week before that, it was Imani, which was red. So I'm keeping a constant theme, and I'm building up a theme, right? But as we go through, I want you to understand that those themes also go with the principles. So on Kujichagulia, which is self-determination, we got the color purple, we got the modic principle of justice, we got the hermetic principle of correspondence on that one, right? So there's other principles and other ideas that we could use on this day and time to empower ourselves, right? We don't have to limit ourselves to just the Nguzo Saba. I use the Nguzo Saba because it was the most popular, and I felt it was the most important piece at the time for us to plug into. But as we start growing, we're going to start being able to integrate other things into our understanding and into our discussions. That's what the whole philosophy idea about is. The whole idea about being able to discuss the philosophy. We're going to grow. We're going to become more intelligent. We're going to become more precise with how we define things, right? Because one of the things that as a culture we need to be able to do is that when I say Kujichagulia, right? We want a unified understanding of that. We don't need my Kujichagulia being different than your Kujichagulia. When we say Kujichagulia, we're speaking with a cultural voice, not an individual voice that can destroy the very thing that we're trying to build, right? That individualism start coming in. Yes, it's important for it to be there. I want y'all to understand that. But we have to understand there's a cultural voice that we're trying to develop. That's the reason we're doing the philosophy. That's the reason we're breaking it down. This is the reason we're trying to do some meaning making. Okay? Trying to make some sense out of this. But of course, the individual is important in that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking Borg talk where we all got to be the same. We all got to wear the same uniform. None of that shit. But we do have to have certain boundaries that when we see the line, we know, that's the line. And I know when I cross that line, I am no longer in Gye-Nyame land. I am no longer in Simba land. I am no longer in Tawi land. I am no longer in Afrocentric land. And I need to act accordingly. And in order to cross back over the borders, I have to go to the checkpoint to come back in to let the family know that I'm coming back in. That's what borders are for, right? Right now, people talking about borders like they're a bad thing, but if there's no borders, there is no people. If there's no borders, there is no country, right? We have to have borders. Let me put it this way: we don't have to have borders, but history has shown that it benefits us to have a border. You know what happened to black folks when we didn't have borders and we just allowed people to come in and trade. And if you don't know, then now you know. I'm over here in America and shit. You know, we allowed people in to trade, and they ended up trading our ass. Being honest, keeping it honest. But hey, let me get off of that, cause y'all know I ain't did a live show in a long time, and I'm itching. I'm itching, but I got to build up the numbers. I don't have enough numbers to click on the live and jump off into some. I really miss it, family. I really miss it. But anyway, celebrating the Daily Toast week of Kujichagulia. We're celebrating self-determination. A daily toast to empowerment. So let me get the drink. Yeah, I'm getting low. I'm trying not to open the other bottles, you know, because Cleve right now he's in his class, and I don't want to disturb him because he's using that class to the fullest, and I don't blame him. He's like, man, I don't want to make that embroach, and I don't blame him. The family recipe, but it's gonna have to be made. I'm gonna hate to have to pull them girls out. Get them Gye-Nyame girls making that drink. But anyway, here's the message. Welcome to the Daily Toast Ritual, right? We toast it once a week. Brother Hatim toast with you once a week now. We used to do it every day. Now you have to go on and toast the other 6 days, and I think that's fair, right? I think you need to have conversations with your ancestors, you know what I'm saying, without Brother Hatim being in the room. You don't need me in the room where you having your personal conversation, but we could go and bring all of our ancestors together and have family talk, have tribe talk, right? Have clan talk, community talk, city talk, state talk, national talk, spiritual talk. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Daily Toast Ritual, where we gather to celebrate the spirit of self-determination during this empowering week of Kujichagulia. We are in the week of Kujichagulia. I mentioned that already, right? As we raise our glasses, get your glass. Let us honor our ability to shape our destinies and embrace the power of choice. In the pursuit of self-determination, it is essential to reflect on our individual journeys, acknowledging the strengths and resilience that have brought us to this moment. Each day, we had the opportunity to make an intentional choice and intentional choices to define our paths and to create the lives we envision. With every sip of this toast, let us affirm our commitment to personal growth and empowerment. Let us recognize that our dreams, aspiration, and goals are within our reach when we embrace our innate power and take courageous steps forward, as well as plug in with our ancestors. As we clink our glasses, let us also remember that our journey towards, hold on, let me clink the glass. As we clink our glasses, or clink, as we clink our glasses, let us also remember that our journey towards self-determination is not taken alone. Together we support, uplift, and inspire one another, celebrating each other's victories and providing strength during challenging times. Today and every day, let us toast to empower choices and empower our choice, the strength of self-determination and the boundless potential that resides within each of us. May this ritual serve as a reminder of our individual power and our collective ability to shape a future filled with success, fulfillment, and joy. Raise your glass and join us in celebrating the spirit of Kujichagulia, where we leave an indelible mark on the world. Cheers to embracing our authentic selves, forging our paths, and living lives of purpose and fulfillment. And as we sing in Gye-Nyame, 100 years. But hold on, we're not done. No, hey, where you going? Get back here.
So we're going to lift up our glass. We lift up our glass to the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up the glass. We lift it up high and we salute that creator. And we say the word of power around these parts. Anime, baby, 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 if you would, please, could you give me the confirmation of the word of power? Ashe. Word. We say Ashe here. What you say over there, that's your business. That's your business, right? From there, family, we're going to lift up our glass and we're going to salute our personal ancestors. I'm going to read the list. So here we go. Let's get the list. Where the list, Brother Tim? Come on, man. Where the list stand? First off, we're going to call on Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert and Texana Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tiller, Joseph William Walter, Christopher Fanny Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Marco Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twigs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tapper, John Pilar, Montague Pittmanell, Normal X, Pat Mile, Rob, Malik Core, Dr. Marianne Williams, Coach Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dix, Tony Clark, Pastor Houston Weston, Elder Algeny, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Dawson, Alfred Bro for Active Duty, Edward Gunnar Harris, Grace Lundy, Ernest Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, studying Lucy Wright there, got put in Lester Brother, Miss Ida Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Miss Lons Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Jennifer Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trish, Frank Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jim Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCray, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Grinneman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend J. Smith, Louis Henderson, Kevin Spatling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Mike Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Mel House Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clayburg, Beatty, Sel Weller, the Farmer, Augusta Sue, Sheil Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Linda Dixon, T.C. Islam, Joel Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Melissa Carter, Joanne Thornton, Eric Trisha Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary, Eliza Frederick David, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther, Keisha Reese, Linda Watson Hammond, Gerald Giles Watson, Spell, Slimmy, Seven Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Richard Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, May Mossel, Peter Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kenty, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles Thornton, Frankie, I lost David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Ernie Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.D. Johnson, Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, Jane W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Nate Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Haley Investment, May Moreland, Paul Moreland, North Kelly, Rosemary Martinera, I'm Ted Webman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Franklin Russell Day, Fred Douglas Triggs the second, Peanut Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, Wynn Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Dicker Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amica Russell, Lee Monez, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. Let's move on to the next page. And if we could, Anime could have man.
The proverb.
No, Anime, what you doing? Anime, no. Anime, no. Anime, what is you doing? I just wanted you to chase the camera. Damn. We got William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Pacici, Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Lisa Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Anas Bostic, Enda Bostic, Winifred Scanterbury, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Rollie Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Eda Kennedy, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Member Sr., Sam Member Sr., Aaron Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Swen Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Carter Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingles, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingles, Archie Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy. We got Reverend Roosevelt Word, the First Stage Trash, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Prince Bruce Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleavers, Levy Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane
I'm Don Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, I'm Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, at Senior, Melly Miller, Housing Hashtag, Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, President Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Lady Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Colfer, Vivian Stevenson, Monahan Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Mrs. Vanilla, Alice Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earthton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, and West Stanton, Joe, Jamel Alls, and Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Froggy, Thomas Noon Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Bradley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Captain Sanders, Maria Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Harvard Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Margaret Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina East, Rashawn East, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekhar Maha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Bisson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jack and the Brothers, Reginald R. Mansby Coper, George Swan, Imani Grace, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlie Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Benny Ferguson, Willie Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. And now we're going to move to the Black Book. But I'm about to have a conniption because Cleve then clinked up and he's touching my shit. And now I have problems finding where is my Black Book. So now my son might be about to become homeless because I can't. There it go. Okay. Take that back. Don't tell my son I said he was going to be home. You can tell him. I don't care. Scared I'll punch him in his eye. Here we go. But anyway, so I got my Black Book. Now, for those that don't know, the Black Book is used to keep the ancestors' name in it. Now, look at all those empty pages. Y'all see all those empty pages? Now, we got one of them Gye-Nyame girls. Look at that. There's somebody writing in that book of the ancestors. But anyway, I got all these front pages, but this whole book I pulled to the side for an ancestral book. Once we fill it up, I'll put it on a sheet like this one here. But it's hard. See, I might keep it like this because the sheet is good when I'm traveling because I got it laminated, but I like this because I'm able to look up. Because it's kind of hard reading because I want to know what's going on. I want to know what angles I'm doing. I want to know if the sound is working. I want to know if the thing is dropped. And a lot of stuff can happen because I don't have this. And y'all gotta excuse me. My alarm is going off, so I'm gonna throw that over there. Hope I don't break my phone. But here we go. We got Jordan Giles, James Carswell. We got Liberta Adams, also known as our sister. We got Elder Shaka McNair. We got Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damien Top, Westina Banks. We got Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham, Isaac Hunter, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Wiggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quay Sample, Candace Simmons, Summer Clayton. We got Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Clarence Lunk, Elizabeth Johnson. Stop! Hold on. Okay, Google, stop. Okay, we got Joseph Bingham Quincy. We got Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Hunter, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee. Oh, my fault. It's real life here at Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Real life. Abraham Isaac Hunter, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Julian, Ryan Ross Wiggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Rob Mickens, Eric Quaid, Eric Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Luckett, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thorne, Johanna, Jasandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walter, Emma Walter, James Randolph Jow, Sonny Pete Walton, William Walter, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem Nkoma, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White Talden, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Dr. Johnson, Carl White, Jesse Woods. We got T.L.R. Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamal Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins. We got Edward Wester, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Ornella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha Demond, Ethel Marshall. We have Steve Dougie Shelton. We got William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Gisela Murrow, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Murrow. We got Charles A. Young. We got Sylvester Foster, James Lizzie Winston, Abe, and Julia Lawrence. We got Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Coper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toot the Don. We got Sarah Winston. We got Chris McKinney. We got Margaret Minter. We have Mary Smith, Juanita Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, got Teresa Bitter, Lavonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brandon Porter. Got Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Riesling, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Gill, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Raleigh, Mona Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner. We got Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Pam Johnson, Vera Reeves Fisher, Jerry Johnson McCallum, also known as My Moon, Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Albert, Donna Brooks, Barbara Moses, Ida Spate, Ira Branson, Eric Winston, Darren Bridges, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny. We got Charles Stevenson Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keaton, Linda Shepard, Bradell Woodland, Mabel Haskins, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson. We got William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones, Leslie Travis, Charlize Barnes, Juan Lewis Taylor, Madeline Yates, June Dandridge, Daisy Wilford, Frederick Smith, James Amanda Baldwin, Linda Williams, Sally Williams. We got Vivian Stevenson, Irene Hands, Callie Williams, Abu Scales, Pat Williams, Mrs. Bertha Walker. We got Tony Ogletree, Grandma Marguerite, Tracy Emery, Hassan Abdul Razak. We got Vivian Johnson, B.J. Jones, Avishel Roboleto Monterosa, Chet Word, Mama Rouhani, Deborah Michelle Nash, Joseph Lane Miller III. We got Renoka Rashidi, Bobby Battle, Fred Gasson, Tracy Gasson, Dora Gibson, Elder Silva, Brother Bashir, Tommy Hustle, also known as Tommy the Barber, Elder Phil Haynes, Arminta Brantley, Aunt Carol Walker Welsh, Carrie Ann Brooks. Got Jeremiah Williams, Tony Smith, Antoinette Pinson, Juanita Mosley, Michelle Simons, Irene Johnson, Aunt Pauline, Nanny Baker, Ian Dabney, Quincy Yelder, Josiah Miller, Brother David Moore, Lisa Smith, Willie Thomas, Neva Fitzgerald, Odessa Bell, Mary Lou Rosello. Got Yeye Motley, Yvonne Bonnie Gatson Harris, Chris Mateen, Juanita Cookie Corbett, Elder Ised, Carsey Twiggs, Elder Harry Belafonte, Brother Reggie Roundtree. Family, we lift up our glass to all of our ancestors, and with that, we say Ashe. From there, family, we move from the past to the present moment. This is our time, family. What are you doing with your time? Right? This is our time right now. We are in the history-making moment, and I'm wondering, are you making history? Are you in the present, or are you crying about the past, or are you worried about the future? Or are you building in the present? Come on now, family, we lift up our glass so that if we handling our business, we know our children will be able to handle their business. So we raise our glass and we salute ourselves, right? We salute this moment. We pledge to live this moment. We pledge to expand this moment so that we have the energy to pass on to our future generations, controlling our space and time, as we said earlier. So we lift up our glass, and with that, we say Ashe. From there, family, we're going to move to our future generations. We're going to toast our children, our children's children, on to infinity. Family, if we handle our business, we'll be toasting and they'll be toasting us. And we lifting up the glass. I lift it up to you on the vats. Ashe. From there, we're going to move quickly. We're going to move to all of our relations, lifting up our glass, and we toast all of our relations. And with that, we say the word of power. Ashe. Now we move to that special toast, family. We're going to lift up any special causes you have. Come on now. I got it up. Ashe. All right. Now, for those that might have, we want to uplift all of those in our extended families, in our extended tribe, all those in our circles that might need some healing energy. We lift it up and we send it out. Come on now, lift it up. Say the names. They need it. Come on now. Say it. Ashe. Come on now. Where you at? Come on. I heard you. All right. We're moving. From there, we'll move into that selfish toast. Family, I lift my glass up to you because if your glass is not full, how can you help somebody else? How can you help somebody else? How can you pour for somebody else? I want to make sure that I'm pouring for you. I'm uplifting you. Come on now, lift it up. Don't be shy. I'm talking about you. And the question I'm going to ask you is the same question I ask every week. What is it that you need right now in this moment, to move towards your greatness? Because when you become greater, guess what? Your circle becomes greater as well. So we're lifting up our glass. Come on now. I'm lifting it up. Ashe. From there, very simple step, very simple journey, right? Gonna move from the selfish toast to the tribal toast. I'm lifting up my tribe. My tribe is Gye-Nyame, right? That Gye-Nyame, I'm lifting up my tribe. What's your tribe name? Say your tribe name. Come on now, bring it up. I'm listening, and we say the words of power, lifting up those tribes, and we say, Ashe. From there, family. Oh, man. We move to the best part. We're going to toast the most magnificent, most beautiful, most uplifting, wise, and the bravest individual in the room. I lift my glass up to you once again. Come on now, I'm toasting you for joining us, taking this time, lifting up our ancestors, and we say, Ashe. Last but not least, we started with the creator, we end with the creator. We're going to lift up our glass. We're going to salute the creator, and we say the words, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. And I thank you for joining us. And guess what, man? We're going to step out of here. It's Brother High Tim, and we are out. Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey. See some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. I'm going to make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, and let's build together.